Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly love reading. And so this is going to be for today, Monday, March 4th, going all the way until Sunday, March 10th. So this could be for any kind of a love connection, twin flame, soulmate, however you resonate with this person. At the end of the day, take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. So we are using all of my decks here today that I have in front of you. I've already pre-shuffled everything, so I'm just going to literally give everything a couple of fresh cuts, and that's it. We'll get started. But I will go ahead and list everything that I'm using in the description box below. I do have two of my newest decks here, Twin Flame Journey Tarot and Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. So I will also put in the description box below the links to the walkthrough videos so you guys can go ahead and take a look at what these decks look like in their entirety. I just want to let you guys know though, if you guys have purchased a ticket to the retreat at the end of this month, Permission to be Powerful, everybody who attends gets a free copy of the Twin Flame Journey Tarot with their ticket. So if you guys are already going, I would suggest, unless you wanted an extra copy for some reason, obviously not to purchase it. And the thing is, none of these decks are going to be available to receive until after the retreat. So basically, it's not going to get shipped out to you until the end of the month. So the people that are going to the retreat will basically get their hands on that deck first, as promised in one of my previous videos. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys are international though, you got to email me. I'll send you a special link. These two decks may not be available right now. It might take a week. For some reason, it takes about a week in order to approve any new designs with the printing company that I work with. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So let's just go ahead and give each deck a couple of shuffles. I'm going to put them to the side, okay? We're going to break things down with masculine and feminine energy, which could be interchangeable. Doesn't have to be male or female. It's just the way that we're going to do it today. And also the way I channel, I do say he or she. So if that doesn't work for you, you don't have to watch the video. What I'll do is put these up here. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to go ahead and take a look at the masculine's overall energy this week. So the masculine coming into this week, what's his overall energy in general? Interesting, we have the Eight of Swords, which is the imprisonment card. This is about being mentally constrained, mentally confined in our own thoughts. We might feel that things are out of control. We might feel like we can't do certain things for certain reasons. But really at the end of the day, it's our own thinking. It's our own hangups that are causing us to not be able to move forward with something. So the masculine is feeling a little constrained this week with his own thoughts. We also have winter. You know, winter, it could just be the timing, of course. It could just be at this current moment, as in we are in winter, at least in the States, that there is this confining energy. But the thing is, winter is also a card of things that are frozen in time. So things that we can't really move past, things that are in hibernation mode. We feel like we just can't really move forward at this particular time. So the masculine just feels very constrained for whatever reason. Let's go ahead and get a shadow and see what this might be pertaining to. Interesting, we have superficial. Okay, so this right here is an energy where I feel like I have to put on an act for whatever reason. So the masculine right now feels like he has to just move forward in a way where he's got to fake it or just kind of go with the status quo right now. So I don't know if that's going to resonate for some of you that are dealing with the masculine, or maybe you're a masculine watching this. Hopefully that resonates, but that's what I'm getting for this energy this week for the masculine in general. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the general energy for the feminine. General energy for the feminine this week. Interesting, we have the Hermit's energy, which is soul searching. So I feel like it's kind of cool because we have winter and then we have like this very snowy old man who seems to be frozen. But really what I'm getting though is that the feminine is in that energy of really doing some deep introspection, really thinking heavily, going within herself for the answers. That looks really good to me. Let's go ahead and get another card here. Yeah, really doing a lot of soul searching and healing this particular week. Let's get a shadow. Interesting. Really maybe possibly trying to forgive herself or perhaps other people when it comes to foolish behavior. Maybe the feminine feels like a fool for certain certain decisions that she's made or certain behaviors, or perhaps when it comes to other people. All I know is that we have somebody who is in that deep introspective mode, who is interested in healing and not wanting to blame themselves or berate themselves or perhaps other people anymore, just really wanting to take accountability for her own life and her own healing at this present time. So why don't we go ahead now and take a look and see how the feminine and the masculine are seeing each other this week, how they are kind of, just feeling about one another. So let's go ahead and see where the masculine is at when he thinks of the feminine this week. Two of Wands energy, planning and decisions. So maybe he is thinking about making some sort of choice or decisions when it comes to the feminine. Let's see what this has to do with. Interesting, received, okay? So it could be that the masculine has received some sort of information or guidance when it comes to making a decision or making some sort of plan with his feminine. So whether or not he's going to make that decision or not is not coming through this card. It's basically just saying that whatever we've needed to receive, or we are waiting to receive something, so that way we can make some sort of decision. So I kind of feel like the masculine right now is in his headspace when it comes to the feminine, not really quite ready to make a move in possibly the physical world. Let's see how he's feeling about his feminine this week. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is nostalgic. Six of Cups is thinking perhaps about planning this reunion. Why? Because he may miss her this week. Yeah, really understanding something, really thinking and understanding perhaps that he may want to be with this feminine for whatever reason. That looks really positive, you guys. Again, is he making a move towards his feelings? Is he making a move towards his feminine? I'm seeing no, but he is thinking about it. And why? Because he's nostalgic, because he's feeling something. He's received a message perhaps, or he understands, or he's seen the light when it comes to his feminine. That's what I am seeing, okay? So let's see what the feminine is feeling towards her masculine. What's she thinking when it comes to her masculine? Ooh, romantic gesture. It might be, feminines, that you are really intuitively picking up on this feeling with your masculine. It may be that you are starting to feel his energy, that he wants to make some sort of gesture towards you. Wow, we have karmic partner. It could be, though, that there's a karmic partner in the way, or a karmic partner could just be, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a job. It could be a friend, a family member, a job situation. All I know is that there may be someone that's standing in the way of your masculine being able to come forth at this time. It could be that perhaps you're with a romantic or a karmic partner and you want your masculine to come through, but you're still in a situation that you're needing to clear for whatever reason. But I definitely see also too that you want this, but maybe you're even in your headspace thinking to yourself, is my masculine just a karmic lesson or karmic partner? That's not going to resonate for all of you out there, but you could be going through that this week, as to where you're thinking, maybe this is not what I thought it was. Maybe this connection isn't what I thought it was. Interesting. So let's go ahead and see how you're feeling about the masculine this week. Chariot, charging ahead. Wow, divine feminine. Interesting. So it could be that you really, really want to take things to the next level. You really want to charge ahead and make something happen this week. It could be that you do want to make a romantic gesture towards your masculine, but maybe you can't because of a karmic partner, or maybe you feel like you shouldn't because this is a karmic situation or something like that. All I know is that the feminine this week is really, really wanting to make some sort of gesture towards her masculine, because she's either really feeling his energy, she's feeling the Six of Cups energy, or she is just really in her own energy, feeling really good and feeling really confident and wanting to charge ahead with this energy. Okay. Now, for some of you, it could be that you are really looking at this connection this week as, you know what? Maybe this is just not what I thought it was. Maybe this connection isn't what I think it is. So I'm better off just charging ahead with my own life and choosing myself instead. That could be it for some of you, because I'm seeing for most of you, you're probably not seeing a change in this connection. And so it's great to find out that, oh, my masculine's thinking about me. But if he's still in this Two of Wands energy where he's not making a decision, he's not moving ahead with this, then it might be where you can't put your life on hold anymore. And so you're thinking to yourself, you know what? I just need to take care of me. So that's kind of what I'm getting for some of you out there as well. All I know is that you feminines are picking up on some sort of energy that your masculine is throwing out there. But again, you're not quite sure what that means or what he's going to do about it. So you might be just choosing yourself this week, kind of choosing not to get caught up in the nostalgia, trying not to get caught up in things that don't seem to be going anywhere right now. It's like you don't want to waste any time on fantasy thinking or wishful thinking. You basically just want to move ahead. You don't want to waste any more time. That's what I'm seeing here for you feminines. So why don't we go ahead and take a look and see what the masculine is thinking when it comes to his feminine this week. What are the thoughts that are in his head space? What does he want to communicate? This right here is my new deck called Twin Flame Messages, Volume 2. What does the masculine want to say to his feminine, or what is he thinking about his feminine this week? Let's just see. Okay, I'm really bad at commitment. My family and upbringing are a bigger factor than I realized. And it all comes down to timing, okay? So you do have a masculine who, it makes sense to me now. It really does. He's thinking about his feminine, sure. He might be understanding a thing or two. Okay, he might be receiving some sort of guidance perhaps, or some sort of energy, maybe even from his feminine. But he's still in this energy of trying to understand and trying to plan his life and make decisions according to what he understands. So he's really bad at commitment is what we're getting here. My family and my upbringing are actually a bigger factor than I realize, and it all comes down to timing. What I'm getting here is that the masculine is pretty much straight up thinking about his feminine. He's not quite sure whether or not the timing is correct. He might be thinking about her, but he may still not be ready 100%. He may know that he still has some work to do. Why? Because he's bad at commitment. Why? Because he's got family issues. It all comes down to timing. So I'm getting here that the message for the feminine this week from her masculine is that the masculine is still not ready. And I know that you guys are tired of hearing that, but that's just what I'm getting. He is receiving, though, some sort of messages. He is receiving some sort of understanding. He is trying to sort out his thoughts and his feelings as to why he's thinking about you again, or why he's suddenly just kind of thinking about relationships as a whole. But he's still in the planning and decisions mode. He hasn't made any actions towards these things just yet, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at your energy and kind of see where you're at with things, okay? Where are you at? And we're going to go into my other messages deck for this. Where are you at, Divine Feminines? What are you thinking? What are you thinking when it comes to the masculine? I'm not the same person that you remember. You've changed, Divine Feminines. You might not be that same person that your masculine remembers. You might want to tell him this. You might want to you might want him to understand this or know this. You might get the opportunity. Maybe some of you won't get the opportunity. But the thing is, you're not the same person that he remembers. You're just not. We will be together again. So for some of you are dead set on, you know what? I understand that he's not ready right now, and I'm not going to put my life on hold, but we will be together again when the time is right. So some of you might be just kind of not stepping away from your connection or journey, but you might realize that right now the time is not right. I'm reminded of you constantly. And the thing is, that's because you feel such a special connection with your masculine that you're not going to be able to forget about him. But will you be able to move forward with your life and do you and take care of you? Absolutely. But you're not going to forget about him just because you decide to possibly maybe move in another direction or just pursue your goals and take care of you. So there's this understanding this week that I've changed. I'm not the same person that you remember either. We will be together again because I am reminded of you constantly. I can't forget about you. I would hope that we would be together again someday, but at the same time, I know that I still need to continue to move on and live my life. So I just feel like the feminine is really in a very powerful, grounded energy. She's going through a lot of healing, a lot of soul searching. She doesn't want to feel foolish anymore. She might be needing to really forgive herself or her masculine for acting foolish, but she's really in her divine feminine light, charging ahead this week. So I feel like this is very positive for the feminine. Very positive. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual connection. What is the energy of the connection this week? Beautiful. We have tranquility ahead. And we have big dreams. So beautiful. We also have the Queen of Cups. And we have commitment. We have the Five of Swords with the Awakening card. Okay, I really like this. So this is telling me here that as long as we keep pursuing our dreams and our goals and charging ahead, tranquility is ahead. Okay, that's what's going to help us to basically bring tranquility and peace into our lives, is if we choose ourselves, if we choose to pursue our own dreams and our own goals. Queen of Cups specific is coming through. I feel like this is the feminine's energy. Your intuition and your sensitive energies are high right now, especially when it comes to commitment, what you want, the commitment that you're making to yourself, to choose yourself first and foremost. Yes, you can choose your masculine and you can choose to be on a specific journey to work towards this connection, but you're at the end of the day, you're making a commitment to yourself to pursue your own dreams and to basically be in more tranquil energy. You're refusing to be in this energy of being controlled. You don't want to be in this energy. Mind games and control, you want out. You're awakened to the fact that you're not going to put up with this kind of treatment or this kind of energy. So you might be disconnecting, like I said, and just kind of charging ahead and not really waiting around for your masculine to have his awakening if he hasn't had it yet. But for the masculine, I am seeing here that as he's pursuing his dreams and pursuing his goals, okay, he's becoming more connected to his feminine. That's what I'm seeing here. He's coming into this energy of wanting to perhaps have more of a commitment, because we said, or we got earlier, how he's bad at commitment. And what I'm getting through the connection this week is the feminine being in her full power actually helps the masculine to see her in a new light, this awakening to, I don't want to play mind games anymore. I want to be more on this energy of knowing what I want and being in a committed relationship and seeing things and seeing the bigger picture of things and choosing tranquility over mental mind games and control. So I feel like there's a little bit of a lesson for both the masculine and the feminine this week. The feminine is all about choosing herself and choosing to move ahead with her own dreams and her own goals and pulling out of any energy that's no longer serving her, that's controlling her. Maybe it's her own mind, her own thoughts. Maybe it's the energy of outside circumstances or perhaps her masculine. Regardless, she's choosing to commit to herself. It's like she's recommitting her vows to herself. For the masculine, what I'm seeing is that he's awakening to his ways. He's awakening to his ways when it comes to commitment. He's awakening to the energy with the feminine. He's really feeling her in a different way this week. And he's seeing her perhaps live out her dreams and her goals and how she's moved past him, or she's choosing peace over this energy. And that's really changing things for the masculine this week. It's really helping him to see things more clearly. It's helping him to basically get some clarity about his feminine. All I know is that the feminine is really being showcased this week in a very, very beautiful, strong light. And the masculine is taking notice. That's what I'm seeing. The masculine is taking notice this week, okay? Even though he might be trapped in his own headspace and his own energies, I am seeing here that he is understanding something. He is thinking of his feminine this week. He is receiving something. He's thinking about making certain decisions. But it all comes down to timing, okay? And he's starting to see the error of his ways. That's just what I'm seeing here. That looks really, really interesting to me. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at how the universe is going to be how the universe is going to be providing signs for both the masculine and feminine this week. I don't know why I'm shuffling cards again when I already did that, but that's okay. Green, beautiful. Green is all about the heart chakra, but it's also about prosperity and health and abundance and growth and fertility and just all that healing energy. We also have whole, which is mystery. And we have 888. New opportunities and abundance are coming your way. So it might be that we're seeing green. It might be that we're seeing a lot of 8s that are reminding us that prosperity, health, and abundance and growth and healing are on the way. There are new opportunities of abundance that are coming our way to basically whatever it is, whatever way that we're trying to pull you down, whatever avenue you're being drawn towards to walk down, be sure to basically embrace new opportunities. So it is about moving ahead. It is about continuing to move forward with your dreams and your goals. That's what I'm seeing here. So the universe is showing up to just confirm this, that as long as we're moving ahead, as long as we're basically choosing ourselves, even though we don't know how it's all going to go, we can't go wrong. I love it. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the possible future energies are, okay? What are the possible future energies? And what does the masculine truly want with his feminine? So like, what are the possible future energies that the masculine may take towards his feminine, what he truly wants and desires? We have old wounds. So this is about feeling sad, 5 of Cups. Ooh, interesting. We have karma review, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So not fast energy, but very deep introspective energy. Okay. The reason why is because the 5 of Cups is a card of I feel badly, I feel regretful, I feel sad. And because of these old wounds, it causes me to basically look at my own actions and take accountability for my own actions. Judgment Day, karma review, making the wrongs right, apologies perhaps, awakening to our own stuff. And this is steady, slow progress, okay? Slowly but surely. So this is just an energy here that's being suggested for the future, that this is something that's happening. It might take a little bit of time, but it is in progress. It is happening right now. These old wounds for the masculine are coming up. He's thinking about his feminine. He's thinking about maybe the error of his ways and wanting to make these wrongs right. It is steady progress. That's just what I'm seeing here. So that looks really, really good. So it's possibility that the masculine may apologize to the feminine. That's what I'm seeing here. It might be a long time coming, as in this has been being worked on for quite some time. Things may be shifting and changing sooner than you think, but it might be that, wow, it's taking forever kind of energy as well. So there's some kind of it's not maybe happening right when I want it to, but I'm getting it's going to be happening sooner than later. So for the feminine, the energy that she is maybe taking or exuding towards her masculine in the future, I like that 9 to the 10 and 3. Wow. Okay. So it's been a long road for the feminine, and it's trials and tribulations. It's been hard. It really has. 9 of Wands energy. It's been tough. It's been hard. But guess what? You've hung in there. And because you've done that, it's like all of a sudden the wheel is turning in your favor again. And now we have destined opportunities. You're going towards your future. You're going towards your goals. You're not staying put. You're not staying in this dry desert. And because you do that and you're going off into the world and you're collaborating, it may very well be the energy that brings you and your masculine together. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but there's an energy of moving ahead and putting yourself out there and moving forward with your life that helps you come together with the people that are meant and destined for you. And if that happens to be this person that you are watching this video for, then that looks to me like that is in the cards to happen. So I just feel like everything is under divine order with those of you that are resonating with these messages. Everything that people have done to each other, everything that they didn't do, they did do, everything is under divine review and divine order right now. Karmically, everything is going to be happening exactly as the way that it should. But what we don't want to do is basically put our lives on hold and wait for that to happen. So I feel like the key message here is to keep moving forward, keep doing you, which I say in all of my readings. And it does look like somebody is, as in the masculine, is really reviewing right now his past actions towards either his feminine or just in his life. Really reviewing how he feels about commitment. Really reviewing his past actions, his karma. And possibly maybe even apologizing for these things. So let's just go ahead and get some possible future words from the masculine to the feminine. What are some possible future words that the masculine may have for his feminine? That he wasn't ready for you at the time? That your words have been lingering in his mind this whole time? That maybe we're just too different? Can't seem to find the right words, and my mind and my heart always come back to you. So there's definitely here some explanations. I just wasn't ready for you as an explanation. Maybe we were just too different. I couldn't handle your words, but the thing is, your words continue to linger in my mind and my heart always came back to you. So what I'm getting here is that your masculine is telling you, even though there were these issues, he couldn't get you off of his mind. He kept thinking about you, which is the current energy that he's in right now. If I can find it. Current energy in his heart space, memories of reunion with you, thinking about you. So because there is this nostalgia and his heart and his mind always come back to you, the words that you have spoken linger in his mind. Even though he might not be able to find the right words to say to you, even though he might think that you guys are just too different and that he's not ready for you at this particular time or wasn't in the past, This kind of energy is what's going to keep him up at night. This kind of energy is what's going to keep him, to propel him to move forward in order to change things and make things different between the two of you. That's what I'm seeing for feminines out there. So I feel like that kind of energy is like, that's the karmic review. That is the energy that won't let the masculine, kind of alone. That's the energy that basically is saying that there's still something more to this. There's something missing for me, and I need to make this wrong right. So let's go ahead and cap off this reading with some messages from Spirit on things that we can expect to see in the future beyond this week. What are some things that are coming up for this masculine and feminine on their journey? We have Mask, Patience, Settling, Muse. I'm not surprised to see any of these cards. I couldn't even finish my sentence because it's kind of like the divine is basically saying right now, or spirit, however you guys want to resonate with that, is basically suggesting here that it is what it is. It's already come up in this reading that people are reviewing things. People know that they're at that point where they basically need to move forward, that they can't wait. Okay? So as long as people are still wearing a mask, settling, we do realize that we can't rush that process. We cannot rush it. We cannot basically make people see things that they don't want to see or do things that they're not prepared to do. So guess what? What we're going to do is we're going to keep creating our lives rather than staying bound to the past or staying stuck to situations that we can't change. We're going to create a new reality for ourselves. We're going to create something new. And a new picture might be exactly the energy that we need in order to infuse the situation to create some sort of change. Maybe the picture that we keep painting is the same picture over and over again. It's the same picture in our minds. It's the same thoughts. It's the same belief systems about this connection. Maybe something needs to shift and change. Maybe we need to get out of this bound energy. Something is holding us back. Maybe it's a fear. Maybe it's a belief system. Whatever it is, though, somebody needs to change something. Somebody needs to shift the vibration in this connection. So if you feel like it's not going to be the person that's wearing the mask, it's time to get out of this mask. It's time to break out of this paradigm. It's time to basically get out of this energy. Instead of settling into this reality, create a new one. That's just what I'm getting here. Create a new one. Instead of waiting around and settling, just waiting. Create a new energy. Don't stay bound to this energy. So I feel like this is a message for the feminine, because the feminine is really trying at this particular time to basically see things in a new light. I'm just going to pull her up again. Knight of Cups. She may want this, but she's starting to see some sort of light that she needs to charge ahead. She's doing some soul searching and healing, and she doesn't want to be foolish, okay? She doesn't want to sit around and blame other people for being stuck or being foolish at this time either. She doesn't want to be controlled. She wants to go towards her dreams. She wants to basically go towards these destined opportunities. She knows that things have been tough, but she doesn't want to stay stuck in this dried up desert. She wants to go out into the world and collaborate, perhaps with other people, and live her life. The thing is, the masculine, it's going to take him some time. He's got to go through his karmic review, and he's got to deal with his old wounds. We can already see that there's things and problems that the masculine has. He's bad at commitment. It's not the right time for him, and his family and his upbringing are really affecting his life, and he's starting to kind of face all of these things. So even though you will be together again with your masculine, you're not the same person that you used to be. Maybe the old person would have sat here and waited, but you're not willing to do that anymore. Even though you're constantly reminded of your masculine, you're not going to forget about him. It doesn't mean that you're not going to choose your own happiness and choose to paint a new picture at this present time. So at the end of the day, you still got to take care of you, and that's just what I'm getting for this reading, Divine Feminines. So not a lot of exciting things this week, unfortunately. Not a lot of things that are just going to be jumping off and changing. But again, that doesn't mean that it won't for some of you out there watching this video. But maybe for the majority, there's not a lot of shifts and changes. But do know that the masculine is nostalgic this week, thinking about the feminine. And he might be thinking in terms of really, really changing his life in a significant way. But it looks to me like the actions won't necessarily be taken this week, but they could perhaps in the future. But I just see that there's certain things that are happening right now that are leading up to this significant change for the connection. So in the meantime, don't wait around and wait for this. Continue to move your life or live your life. Continue to create something new, something fresh, and just allow whatever energy that isn't serving you kind of fall away. That's just what I'm seeing, feminines. So anyways, I hope that you guys got something from this that was valuable. And if not, maybe next week we'll tap into something that's a little bit more exciting. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.